All right, class, welcome back to English 1301. I want to take up where I left off last time. We had a great lecture last time where I went in depth into, once again, memoir writing, what was going to be required of you. We certainly talked about, uh, I give you a lot of examples of what you could write a memoir about, class, and we talked about techniques once again in regards to memoir writing. So there was a lot done, and then I lectured on those two major pieces of memoir writing. We talked about Gary Soto's Black Hair. We talked about Annie Dillard's um, Throwing Snowballs. And once again, the focus of memoir writing. And then once again, by the time we left that discussion, I told you to figure out what you're going to write about. Write the essay 700 to 1,000 words. Now I want to continue with that. Then on Monday, I sent you over, class, a example of what a correct essay format looks like. And so this is it. This is the way an essay looked basically 50 years ago, 75 years ago at the college level. This is the way it looks today. Okay? If it was printed out. But it looked the same when you send it to me virtually. Okay? So let's go over this, class, once again. This is all on our course policies and calendar, but I like to go over it again for my students. So what we're dealing with here, class, is 12-point type. We're dealing with Times Roman type, New Times Roman, or Times Roman, Courier or New Courier, 12-point typeface. Upper left-hand corner of the page on the first page. Once again, this is exactly what I sent you over, so you can print this out and look at it. Your name, English 1301, the section number of the class, spring 2021, and then here, Welsh, once again for my name. Single space, double space down, center your title, underline it, indent, let your essay go from there, okay? Let it go from there, class. This is a perfectly formatted college essay. Indent when you need to indent, keep it in double spacing. Then on the second page, the right hand corner, you slug it up here, your last name, page 2. So it'd be Chavez, comma, page 2, Chavez, colon, page 2. Then let the essay go from there, okay? So that's correct essay format, class, that we will use once again all semester long. That is how essays were formatted when I was in college and at the university level, and they still are. So that will help you there. Class, we talked about the deadlines. Several times I sent you memos. Several times I sent you deadlines talking about when it was going to be due. Class, once again, sections 21288 and 21305. Your essay is due on the 10th. And then on sections 21308 and 21355, your portfolio and essay is due on the 16th. Okay? And then once again, class, what completes a complete portfolio? You'll send your work over Blackboard messages. You can send it individually as 3 separate items. You're going to send me a first draft. You're going to send me the Writing Center confirmation, letting me know that you went to the Writing Center from them, the slip. And then you're going to send me your final essay, your final draft, which will be formatted like this. And then, class, I'll sit down and I will grade them, okay? Usually, when I get a whole set of essays, it takes about 2 weeks to get them back. because I will grade them, class. So that's where we are in regards to deadlines. That's where we are in regards to your essay, class. And then, class, I just want to talk a little bit about this handout that I gave you, the one that starts on 173 and it goes all the way to, it was the final handout that you had that I sent you over under handouts, under Blackboard, on this final handout for this final segment of the memoir essay. And a couple things I want to talk about, class. One of the things that, and this will be a short essay today, or lecture today, that on page 179, I just want to talk about that all your memoirs will be, it tells us here, selecting detail. Memoirists often use the techniques you can find in fiction scene setting, description of people, action, and dialogue. These techniques enable memoirists, which you are, excuse me, since you're writing a memoir for me, like fiction writers, to recreate the past in vivid, convincing detail. Once again, designating a memoir like fiction writing involves decisions about the type and amount of detail you need to make so your recreation of the past is memorable to readers. Okay? So one of the things I want to talk about as you get ready to wrap these up, focus. Once again, how can I focus? Remember, Annie Dillard got us down to that place in Pittsburgh. The main action of that took 2 hours and 1 day. Okay, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, throwing snowballs. Gary Soto's was more expansive. He dropped us in and out of, would say, a couple week period once again in Los Angeles, Glendale, California, when he was working at the Valley Tire Factory as this runaway from Fresno, California. And then in the end, he has this epiphany. He lets us know what he learned. So for you, in the length of these essays, 700 to 1,000 words. If they're less than 700 words, it won't be a passing essay. More than 1,000 words, I won't grade it. All right, but I'll get it back to you in case that's the situation, because I'm here to help, not to hurt. So one of the things you want to think about as you wrap this thing up, this piece of writing, is scene setting. So once again, you want to set the scene. Where do you want to put it? Do you want to drop us into a scene? As I talked about last time, was it that Friday night when you won the divisional football game? The Friday night when you won homecoming? The day you won the soccer tournament? The night you got arrested? The night you got busted? The day you had an incredible spiritual experience? That date and time you felt love for the first time? That's all narrowed focus, class. Use vivid and specific description to set the scene. Name particular objects, give details about places and things. Use description and detail to establish mood. So, scene set. One of the things you need to do for your memoir, class. Description of people. The description of people's appearances to highlight their personalities in your memoir. And this all, class, you do it however you want. That's the beautiful thing of writing. You get to do it the way you want. But there has to be some of this. Give details about a person's physical appearance, gestures, facial features, hairstyle. Notice personal habits. Use description and detail to establish character. Dialogue. Put words in your characters' mouths that reveal their personality, so all of your memoirs will have dialogue. You got to come to a place somewhere in it where someone's talking. Okay? Someone is talking. Put words in your characters' mouths that reveal their personalities. Invent dialogue that is faithful to people's ways of speaking, even if you don't Use their exact words. Use dialogue to establish relationships between characters. And then finally, class, put the characters in your memoir in action. So they'll be in action if we have them there in the place in the narrative. Use narrative to tell about something that happened. Use narrative to develop characters and reveal the thesis of your memoir. And then in the end, class, you will once again give us that epiphany about, once again, why you learn, what's important about this, what do you want the reader to know. Okay. Sometimes it's more subtle, like with Annie Dillard. Sometimes, like with Gary Soto, it's more powerful, where he once again deals with all these things that he learned about what? Language, his culture, his people, what he didn't want to see for the future, what he wanted for him. We get all these things about what he learned about the Valley Tire Factory in his life and where he was in his life and where he was going. So very good, class. So that is it. Like I said, today was a short lecture. And good luck, class, making deadline. Stay safe and well. And we will look forward to getting those essays. Class, have a great evening. You take care. Good luck, good luck, good luck.